Our math was going to be perfectly right, and we wanted to be right there. I'm game for moving, Dmitry. I want to know if we were right. All right, we're running. Should say we're running, and it is 8:24, and the math said at 8:29 is where we want to be there. And we make it around the marina in time. This is the action GoPro time. 2 minutes to go. Oh, that was a run. Botard, good afternoon. I'm excited to share this one with you guys today. A while back, before we moved to Lisbon, a friend of mine, Dmitry, had this amazing shot of the moon rising right behind the big statue of Jesus, Cristo Rey. So I've been wanting to see if I can go out and capture it myself, and with Dmitry's help, we're going to figure out exactly where we need to be to get it a year later. But to line everything up exactly, well, that's gonna take some calculations. So I'm using an app called PhotoPills to help me math it all out. Okay, so I'm gonna pull up the PhotoPills app. So this little line right here is where the moon will be at what time. So right there at the bottom, it says 8:29. The moon should be directly behind Jesus from the angle we'll be at. So 82 meters, when I looked up online, was how tall the base of the statue is. And then Jesus rises another 24 meters above that. So the center of the moon will be pretty much at the base of the statue at almost exactly 8:29, if we did our math right. And so we got to go back to where the camera is going to be placed, which is pretty much in the marina about here. So the interesting thing today is that moonrise and sunset are coinciding, and if all the math is correct, then the moon may be rising right behind Jesus right as the sun sets, and it could make for an amazing photograph. And if we're lucky, we might have some sky fire with the sky turning golden and red and orange, and it could be really good. So let's go. Golden hour has started, but there really aren't any clouds in the sky, so it's unlikely we're gonna get that fiery sunset. I always love coming out to this side of town. This is over by the Lime. See the big statue monument of discoveries, kind of is what I'm walking towards. I'm kind of heading to the marina, but I'm just kind of looking around. I love the light at sunset over on the side of town. Look at that big tanker over there. What drew my eye to this is the lighting on that big ship and just the sense of scale between it and the other boats in the river. I really like this one. All right, moving on. It's kind of interesting with all the fishing lines right here along the pier. Just not getting much action right now. I don't think he caught anything. Hello. Oh man, we need to be there. Well, that's the problem. Are we allowed to walk back there? We actually need to be at the end of there to get the shot. They've put up these gates. We're not supposed to go where we actually need to be to get the moon at the right angle, so it's possible the moon's just going to be rising a little bit to the left of Jesus, or might not be behind him until it's above Jesus. So I'm texting Dmitry a picture of where we need to be, but that we can't get there because it's closed off. That's when I learned he was already here and saw this, and he decided to go to the other side of the marina for what he thought would be the better shot. So I'm going to cross over to the other side of the marina and hopefully get the shot from over there. So you always kind of have to adapt and modify and try to get the shot, but won't know for another 10 minutes, but it's about 8:11 and the moonrise is about 8:26, so I got about 10 minutes to get there. Clock is ticking. But I wanted to show you, I'm walking right now. This is the Monument of Discoveries at sunset. Come out to get one thing and you can be sidetracked and take another because you got some really cool side light kind of falling on this side of the monument. All right, see people set up. Hey, hello, hello. Say hello to Dmitry, the mastermind behind all this.
Hey, here we have some freedom to move around, but
yeah. We're gonna elbow towards the very furthermost edge of the water right down here. There's no room to go left from here though, unless you want to get wet. All right. We are aiming for Jesus right there. I believe we want to be where those rocks are, but we'll see from this angle. Might not be too different. I think the sky's looking really good with this golden glow, and the moon's going to be rising any second now. There she is. She's coming. I see her creeping up. And she's right. Oh, not exactly where we wanted to be, but she's right there. Okay, so cool. Oh, that's awesome. But she's already so close to the base and rising pretty quickly diagonally. By the time she rises to the right height, she's not gonna be behind Jesus, she's gonna be to the right of him. And well, that's not the shot I want. I need her to be centered directly behind his body. I need to be on the other side, and I'm gonna need to go back and jump the fence. Our math was gonna be perfectly right, and we wanted to be right there. I'm game for moving, Dmitry. I wanna know if we were right. It makes a better YouTube video.
Yeah, because it's already moving behind.
I say we go. All right. I'm gonna go for it. I'm going back. All right, we're running. And walking fast, walking fast. Should say we're running and it is 8:24 and the math said at 8:29 is where we want to be there. Can we make it around a marina in time without dropping or breaking any camera gear? This is the action GoPro shot. Run again. And we're running. And we're running. So just by changing our position a little bit, the moon is now so much further left of Jesus and almost to the right height. Well, I guess we could get it from here, but I feel like we're too far. I'm going for it. Bye, Dmitry. 2 minutes to go. Oh, that was a run. Yeah, people have already figured this out and pushed the fence out of the way to get to the right spot. Okay, this is it. I think this is where I want to be. Sunset happening behind us, moonrise happening behind Cristo Rey. And look at the color in that sky. I think this is going to look really cool. Whew, got about 2 minutes to spare. And got a shot. But the moon's not quite centered. Just need her to keep rising a tiny bit more and up and to the right. She's moving so fast that it's just a few seconds later, and there she is. Pop! That's the shot, perfectly centered. Woohoo! All right, it was worth running to the other side of the harbor. Whew. That looks great. So now that I've got it, I can kind of play around and mess around with some different framings. But as the moon keeps rising, I'm gonna have to keep moving to the side to keep her centered. But at least on this side of the harbor, I got room to keep going east. The boat's out there just for the shot. There we go. I love the foreground element of the boat and then the triangles from the bridge and the sails, but the moon's gone a little bit past Jesus too much, so I'm gonna have to move again. And we're chasing, we're chasing, we're chasing. Okay, I like that, but I think the framing's a little too tight. Let me loosen it up. I like this one better. I think that boat's kind of cool, but see, just a few seconds later, and now the moon's already up to his shoulders. You've just got like a few seconds to frame it up and snap. I'm just gonna shoot a few more bursts to make sure I get everything I can. Change it up a little bit, move, reposition, shoot, rinse, repeat, you know, just to get the moon centered at different heights. So, I'm happy. I think we made it, I think we got it. Got a little bit of purple in the sky, a little bit of blue. Really wasn't sky fire, but it was a pretty golden hour. But I'm happy. Let's see what you guys think. Let me know. Like and subscribe, leave your thoughts in the comments below. Let me know if you like that racing to the site drama. And as usual, please comment on which ones were your favorites and what you'd like to see me shoot next. And as always, keep snapping and I'll see you on the streets. Oh, but before we go, here's one quick public service announcement about never giving up.
First time I tried it, I was completely off. It was like a disaster. I don't know what happened. Maybe I set the date wrong or something, but the moon came 1 hour later than I expected. And almost like a little bit in the wrong direction. But next time it was fine. Okay. It worked.
Now we get to do the most important part of a photo shoot.
Yeah, some beer and some food.
That's right. All right. See you. See you at the park.
Thanks, John.